Hello and welcome to what I hope will be the first of several commentaries that I record for some of the walkthroughs I've done for Spectrum games. I was going to start with Alien 8, but Alien 8's nearly an hour long, so I thought I'd start with Pyjamarama because it's a bit shorter and I can probably do it a bit quicker. One of the things I'm going to do with all of these is give a shout out to somebody at the start of each one. So today's shout outs to Paul Jenkinson, who does the Spectrum show. It was him that inspired me to get my videos on YouTube, and him that's actually inspired me to do a voiceover as well for my videos. So I will talk about the games as they're being played. I'm not just going to rattle on about anything and everything else. So this Pyjamarama. The idea is the game is that you're Wally Week from Automania fame, who went on to star in quite a few other graphic adventure games for the ZX Spectrum, and you're asleep and you're in a nightmare, and unfortunately you forgot to set your alarm clock, so in your dream you need to set your alarm clock. So the point of this game is to get the key, wind up your alarm clock so that it'll wake you up in the morning. That's all you've got to do, but it's not as easy as it seems. The key for the alarm clock, you'll find, and we'll see later, is on the moon. And to get to the moon you need to get a BP can and fill it up with fuel and take the rocket to the moon. You've got to remember this is a dream, so all these kind of things are allowed, anything's allowed. And as you walk around the house there's various nasties that you've got to avoid and everything else. So, and you've got get various bits and pieces. First thing you do that I've already done in this game is you've got to get the pound coin and the empty bucket and fill the water up with bucket, go up to near the top of the house and fill the bucket up with water and change the pound coin that you get from this room with the chickens into a penny. You can spend the penny in the loo and that gives you the hammer. Then you get the BP can from that room with the Venus flytraps, and to stop them from killing you, and they kill you instantly if you touch them. Some things drain just a little bit of your health, other things drain a lot of your health. Stop them killing you, you've got to go in there with a full bucket of water and the plant pot. And if you drop the bucket of water in that room, they just stay like that forever. So one thing you've got to make sure you don't do is pick the bucket of water back up. That's bad. You then get the triangle key from by the rocket and you get the hammer. I can't remember where you get the hammer from, but you do need to get the hammer. And the next thing we'll do is go up in the lift to the top of the house. We turn the lift on. One of the things you'll see in this game is that you have energy that you can have replenished. Oh, there's some energy. Yeah, got it. Right the way up to the top. That's good. You only get 3 lives, which sounds like a lot, but I'll tell you what, the nasties in this game kill you really, really quickly. I don't know if any time during playing this game I really got killed by a nasty, but they don't take a lot of energy. You get nasty things as well, like being punched in the stomach. So I think I've made a bit of a mistake there, because what you need to do is you use the hammer to smash the glass and get the fire extinguisher, and then you take the MPBP can and the fire extinguisher right up to the roof, which is here. This is the number one stop on the lift, right up to the top. These ghosts are a bit of a pain to get past, but we got past them. Fill up our fuel, fill up our BP can. Don't need the driving license yet. Fill up our energy, it's good, nice cup of tea there. And what we do is we go down this chimney and the fire extinguisher lets us get past the fire. But the falling bricks in this room are a bit of a pain as well. As I said before, things will get you. Now you have to run and get the square key, and if you don't move fast enough in this room, a big ball comes and kills you. Now there's a bug. I don't know if it's a problem in the emulator or in the... I actually think I recorded this on an original Spectrum. So it must be a bug in the snapshot image I've got that doesn't let you get away from that. So you always lose a life. I always lose a life in that room whenever I play this game. Which again is a bit of a pain. It basically means you can only die once more. to be safe. So anyway, we've now got the square key, we've got a full BP can. Now what you need to make sure when you've got the full BP can is you don't accidentally go up on the rocket. That can be deadly. Let's get that apple for some more snooze energy. That's good. Doing too badly here. Oh, another punch in the stomach. I don't know why people are hiding boxing gloves on springs indoors in my dreams, but obviously someone's out to get me. Someone's out to get Wally. There's the ray gun. Now we need to fill up the ray gun and take that to the moon to stop the space invaders from getting us. We'll do that in a bit. So, let's have a look. Where are we in this room? This is a great game, by the way. I've always loved this game. I think this is the best of the Wally Week games. It's the only one I ever completed. My next door neighbour actually got this for Christmas one year. I think it was the year I got Daily Thompson's Decathlon and Lords of Midnight. It was around then. And I played this. I used to borrow it off him and play it quite a bit. It's such a good game. I seem to be wandering around a bit aimlessly at the moment, but I must admit I didn't work out how to do this myself. I got the first half of the solution from Crash Magazine. Crash Magazine was a great magazine. I used to get it every single month delivered to my house. And 1 month they printed the first half of the solution, and then it was quite a few months later till they published the second half, and I got to the point where I could do the first half no problem at all, but the second half was quite difficult. I need the triangle key. Yeah, that's what you need. You need the triangle key to get into the room, which is back up the top, by the way. It's back up the top of the house. Number 1 on the left, to find the battery to fill up your ray gun. So we can do that now, and then we can go to the moon for the first time. Now crystal's useless. Never try and get it. And here we go, there's a battery. Get it before the 3-ton weight drops, because just touching that will kill you. Yeah, so and it was a long time actually. It was a long time between Crash printing how you did the first half of this game to when they printed the second. And I never really worked it out myself at all. I was quite young at the time, and it was a lot easier to wait until somebody else worked it out and sent the solution into Crash. Here we go, number 3 on the left's the rocket, and we can get this and go up to the moon and see the space invaders. When we've got the ray gun, they won't come near us. Stay back, I tell you. If you don't have the ray gun, they're right at the bottom of the screen and they will kill you instantly. So, oh, the lift's been turned off, and that means we can't do that. That happens intermittently. I'm not sure if something causes it, but it's a bit of a pain in the bum when the lift gets turned off. And we'll need to refill our BP can and go back up to the moon. Like I say, it's tricky. That's what I mean by enemies can kill you really, really quickly if you're not careful. Those hands that grab out of the floor, they can be an absolute pain. So for the second half, what you've got to do is you've got to get the magnet that opens the magnetic lock on the moon. The magnet's in a box. You've got to get the box key. The box key is up the top of one of the screens, and you've got to put the help on and get the scissors to go up on the balloon. But to start with, the first thing we're going to do is fill our BP can back up and get the driving license, which will let us get the helmet. Oh, the keys actually, which lets us get the helmet. So sometimes when I play this game, I forget to fill the BP can back up when I go through there. Right. Driving license, come through here. Ooh, that was going to die there again. And keys. Then we can go down the chimney, go back along the same way as we went before. I'm not going the way that kills me. And what you can do is to get the helmet, you slide down the balanced there. It's quite a funny animation. This game, I mean, a lot of the Wally Week games were the same. They had that kind of a British humour that I think it's very peculiar to British games. You don't get that in many other games. Think of some of the original US Gold games that were very much American games. Beachhead doesn't have a lot of humour in it. Whereas you look at a lot of the English games. Here we come. Oh, I missed it. There we go. I'm going to slide down the banister, get the rope, down the banister, get the helmet. Now what we need is the library tickets. You swap that for the book, because there's some really mean books. Some of the, as I say, some of the enemies just kill you really, really quickly, and the books will do that if you don't have the book. And to get the book, you've got to have the ticket. The book's there. But yeah, there's a lot of humour in this. Upside down rooms, the fact that everything's just that bit too big. The way the layout of the house is a bit strange as well. It's not. I mean, it's not a huge game. There's not millions and millions of rooms, but the way they connect together is slightly peculiar. Right, so we've got the scissors, and we've got another punch in the stomach. Ooh, this is getting bad. One more death. If my energy runs out, that's it. I'm a goner. I'd have to start the game again. And I presume I didn't do that. I can't have done. I managed to get to the end of the game. Yeah. Be pecan, because we'll need that. Hopefully I've still got the help turned on. Actually, yeah. Let's have a look. Almost there, really. There's a nice effect when you finish this game, but not huge. As with most Spectrum games, the ending of the game is pretty tame. Here we go. Oh, we can get some jam as well. Do you want bread today or jam tomorrow? I'll have some jam now. I can see it. Need to get the box key, get the jam, and find the box. Now I can't remember where the box is from here, but I think it's in that kind of maze of rooms near the start. They're all strangely interconnected. So go back down to there. Watch out for the flying axe. I don't know about your dreams, but I've never had any flying axes in any of my dreams. Not when I've been walking around my own house trying to wake myself up. Definitely not. There we go. There's a magnet in the box. You leave the box key in the box. We've got the big pecan and the magnet, so it's time to go to the moon again. One of the strange things about this game is when you complete it, it tells you how many paces you've done. And I've never known why. I've never thought to think. I've thought, why on earth do you tell me how many paces I've taken in a game? Again, bit of British sense of humour. I love the way that the Earth is blue and green. It's the blue-green planet. It's two of them. Good way to get around the colour clash. Just have two separate planets, one of which is blue and one of which is green. There we go, there's the key. Got it. Yeah, you stay my way, you Space Invaders. How far to go now? Plenty of energy. Nearly there. We're going to wake up Wally. Won't be awake for work. Hooray. Through the bathroom. It's got a nice ensuite. Lucky him. Here we go. And he's awake. There's the fireworks, the final effect. I think, looking at this video editing software, that after this, actually, I left some of the music on at the end. You get some music at the end, and it wasn't at the start. I quite like the music in this game. the loading screen comes up, I think, when you're finished, and you... Yep, there it is. Yeah, the music. There's two versions of this. There's this one, which is the original, I think, and there's Popcorn as well. There you go. There's my first director's commentary on my game. Hope you enjoyed that. I'll do some more. Give me some feedback. Have a look at my other videos, especially some of the more obscure ones. I'll see you next time.